access to recording technology and modern systems of distribution. He was actually never recorded until in the late 1990s. But today, he has joined Mr. Paul.
Move, Welcome, 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 everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We are acknowledging our distinguished guest,
Recording
traditional
in
leader.
progress.
Thank you for being here. We are acknowledging our distinguished guest, traditional leaders, diplomatic allies, and honored delegates. On behalf of the Garifuna and Indigenous Forum for Collective Leadership under the United Nations International Civil Society Working Group for the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent, we welcome you. I am Princess Elosia, and I will be your host today. We convene today on August the 9th, the United Nations International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples, a sacred and globally recognized day established to honor Indigenous sovereignty, rights, and heritage worldwide. Standing on this solemn date, we are making history with this official launch. For the first time, we establish a dedicated institutional civil society subcommittee designated to honor Garifuna and Afro-Indigenous leadership directly within international policy mechanisms. We are not merely commemorating our past, we are rewriting the future by establishing a permanent sovereign seat at global decision-making tables. To our distinguished guests and international partners, thank you for standing with us on this historic milestone as we turn ancestral resilience into institutional action. Welcome to this assembly. I would like to formally introduce my mother, Queen Mother Chief Frida Sidoroff, as well as Dr. Jacqueline Roberts. Together, we have spent a lot of time working side by side to make sure that we tap into our ancestral guidance and understand what it is that the ancestors are truly asking of us with what it is that we are moving forward with. Today has been a long time coming. It's important for us to understand that um, many are called, but few are chosen. And sometimes we don't understand that how we end up in the positions that we're in, but that we have been on the journey from many generations before us. I would like to start by asking Mr. Edom Cal to please greet us with a Mayan prayer. He is a part of the Mayan Leader Alliance in Belize, the Toledo district. I would like to invite him to unmute yourself, and please, we are prepared to welcome you to the floor. And for those of you, please try to locate your translator. We will do our best, the best that we can to be able to translate certain things. But if you can, please try to have your translator on. Everything will not be translated considering the fact that we are on platforms that has yet to establish, space for certain languages. So we do appreciate your patience with us today. Mr. Mr. Edom Cal, welcome. You are still on mute. If we can have you unmute yourself, there you are.
Is it okay now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Welcome.
Okay, hi, morning everyone. I will be citing a prayer. So let's all bow our head as I pray in Mupanmaya. Tartelios Batikti Tulakal Bona Daon Hoye Hachkanon the Tianishi Hunda Tanoye Ne Batikti Tel Bona Yanwono Yokol Cab Tel Home Paya Rasoyan Ishokol Cabre so Batikti in Chachka Kikit Anton Cab Benesi Ton Etela Abelgati Meteta da Atumana Chachapo Binka Kagay Muchacho Binka Kikit Ante Tulakal Telis Princess Teluja Tulakal Bona Tante Atente Tika Muntada Muchacho Binki Tulakal Timanda Batik Tulakal Kadatim Mansikita Chakaba that just mentioned the status. Amen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Cowell. We truly appreciate you for being here. So, Mr. Cowell, once again, is joining us from Belize, and he is a part of the Mayan Leader Alliance. So, what you just heard was a prayer in the Mopan Mayan language. Thank you so much. And once again, everyone, for anyone who is new to the platform, it is the United Nations International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples. So we do welcome all who are connected to the Garinagu, our friends, our alliances, our fellow Indigenous peoples. Everyone, thank you so much. Okay, so we have Miss Lena Martinez. I would like to welcome you to the floor to be able to do your prayer in Spanish and Garifuna as well. Thank you so much.
Buiti binafi honsungu bay. Yumero go mama. Wabure me, sereme wanya boom. Wayunagu, sereme wanya hon luagu ondarunile. Betinya agu orutinya. Ani, mi betinya anu adirinya. Recibi tua ere luwe bugu uwara, lida aba, luwa wanseru keisi garinagu. Uba bandi isiani, luma subudi, tidon wanigi. Sereme wanya boom lagu weyule. I will also do a prayer in Spanish. Señor, te damos gracias por nuestras vidas. A nuestros ancestros les damos las gracias por permitirnos reunirnos hoy para dialogar abiertamente. Muchos han sido llamados, pero pocos los escogidos. Recibimos fuerzas para caminar juntos, para que nuestros propósitos se cumplan en nuestra nación garífuna. Que mucho amor y conocimiento sean depositados en nuestros corazones. Amén.
Thank you so much, Miss Lena. And Lena is the vice president of the Garifuna Nation organization. We do appreciate you for being here, Miss Lena. And you are much appreciated. We truly appreciate you for being here once again. So I would like to open the floor to His Excellency J.M. Burrington Horn, please, to be able to greet our guest.
Recording stopped.
Just one moment, please.
Recording in progress.
Would you like me to start?
Yes, we would like for you to start now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and
Okay.
thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure being here. Excellencies, distinguished guests, Garifuna and Indigenous leaders, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure and honor to join you today as you launch the Garifuna and Indigenous Forum for Collective Leadership. As High Commissioner for St. Vincent and the Grenadines to the United Kingdom, I bring you warm greetings from the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, including all of us at the High Commission in London. We know that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you remain, is the ancestral home of the Garifuna people. Rest assured that St. Vincent and the Grenadines continues to honor, revere, and celebrate Garifuna and the enduring legacy. Today provides an opportunity not only to celebrate the rich cultures, traditions, and heritage of Indigenous peoples, but also to recognize the resilience, leadership, and invaluable contributions to our shared world. The Garifuna story is a powerful example of such resilience. Across generations and borders, the Garifuna people have persevered, their language has survived, music, traditions, spirituality, and identity all remain intact. This is a heritage to celebrate and, importantly, to protect and pass on to future generations. This launch of this forum is therefore particularly significant. It provides a platform for collective leadership, dialogue, collaboration, and empowerment, bringing together communities, generations, and leaders around the world with shared aspirations and a common purpose. Collective leadership reminds us that leadership is not confined to those who hold formal positions. It is also found in our elders who preserve knowledge and wisdom, in our women and young people who strengthen and inspire communities, and in every individual who works tirelessly to keep culture, identity, and tradition alive. As we mark this important occasion, let us commit ourselves to meaningful partnerships. Let us listen to Indigenous voices, support Indigenous leaders, protect cultural heritage, and ensure that Indigenous peoples have a meaningful role in shaping the decisions that affect their communities and our common future. I commend everyone who has worked tirelessly and so hard to bring this forum to life, and I am pleased to stand with you today at its launch. May this forum strengthen connections, inspire a new generation of leaders, and ensure that Garifuna and Indigenous voices continue to be heard, not only today, but every day. Our diversity is our strength. Our heritage is our shared wealth. Our future is stronger when every voice is heard. Thank you and congratulations on this important launch. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, His Excellency Burnton Horn. We do appreciate you for all of your words of encouragement and enlightenment. And I'm pretty sure everyone here is feeling great and inspired now. We are more awake than ever, I do believe, in this moment. And I would kindly like to ask for Or Miller. I do welcome you to the floor. If you can, please introduce yourself along with the recent update that has happened with you all in St. Vincent in connection to your organization. Please introduce your organization as you speak as well, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you. With protocol already being established, good morning. My name is Or Miller, and I'm speaking on behalf of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines National Youth Parliament Association, SVG NYPA. Joining me are my colleagues, including our External Affairs Officer, Adia Daniel, and Oscar Brown, the Secretary. We bring warm greetings from St. Vincent, Euromen, as our homeland is known in Garifuna heritage. For us, this moment carries a significance that extends beyond geography. As descendants of the Garifuna people, we stand on the legacy of our ancestors who resisted colonization on Euromen for more than a century. Even after their exile in 1797, their identity, language, culture, and spirit endured, traveling across the Caribbean and Central America. That resilience is the foundation upon which we as young Vincentian leaders continue to stand. The creation of the Garifuna and Indigenous Forum for Collective Leadership is therefore more than a historic milestone. It is a reconnection to a story that began on our shores and continues to shape Indigenous advocacy around the world. So on behalf of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines National Youth Parliament Association and our External Affairs Officer, Adia Daniel, we thank the organizers for including us in this important moment. We look forward to strengthening this bridge between Euromen, our Caribbean communities, and the wider global Indigenous movement. So within the St. Vincent and the Grenadines National Youth Parliament Association, we are striving to establish youth voices, youth advocacy here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Recently, we have completed our elections where ministerial youth parliamentarians are selected for each constituency, and we're currently in the process of establishing a back-to-school drive for disadvantaged parents who can't afford to send their kids back to school this coming September. So I thank you.
Thank you so much, Or Miller. We do appreciate you and your association for being here. Thank you so much. Yes, so welcome. For anyone who is just now joining us, once again, we are here on behalf of the Garifuna and Indigenous Forum for Collective Leadership under the United Nations International Civil Society Working Group for the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent. So we welcome you once again. And I would like to call on Dr. Marie Lemmy. If you are available, please, I would like for you to share a little bit about the International Civil Society and the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent, along with the some of the work that you have been doing, as well as what you have been witnessing with the establishment of this new forum. So if you can, please unmute yourself, and we welcome you to the floor.
Well, good morning, bonjour, buenos dias, everybody. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Princess. I was not ready to speak. So my apologies. I must say it has been a pleasure getting to know Princess over the past few weeks. I see how diligently she's working and tirelessly to make this a vital and key component of our international working group. And I also think it's very much needed. our working group, we are an international civil society working group. We have, I guess, around 3,000 individual active members throughout the world. And our aim is, as she mentioned, is to put forth policy change at the global level, also collectively, as to issues that are impacting our people worldwide, because we are very interconnected. What's happening in Haiti is similar to what happened in Jamaica or in the Congo. So if we work as a collective, we'll be much more forceful to affect change. And she's very good at that. She's trying to get to know the members. In fact, she has taken the lead to bring all the leads, all the people. We have only been in session for, this is going to be our 6th year, to bring all the people who have co-lead, to bring us together so that we could see how we could collectively affect greater changes. Because with this current administration, if you notice, when he pulled out when he wanted to pull out the United Nations, which he cannot do anyway, he's just bolstering. But some of the program that he decided that he will no longer fund, and he named by name, was one of our forum, the Permanent Forum of People of African Descent, which technically hasn't really been funded by the United States anyway. But it was formalized. But it also seemed now, because he has done that people are feeling edgy, feeling uncomfortable, because the vast majority of the members are coming from the United States. And also they don't have government support, such as people maybe who are coming from the African countries. They also have the government support, or people who are coming from the Caribbean, they have CARICOM. So the United States, even though we are very vocal, but we don't have formal government support, and that's dangerous. So we need to be much more stronger as a collective. And it's good that we have in that cultural base that she's trying to put up the indigenous people from the Garifuna. So that would be good. And I think one of the good things she's going to have to do is to educate our membership about the heritage of the Garifuna people, because we are not that knowledgeable of it, and we need to be. So I welcome everybody, and I'm looking forward to be part of this as much as I can. As I say, I didn't anticipate in talking, so I couldn't turn my camera on because I'm not set up this Sunday morning. I'm doing house chores. So I apologize for not showing my face. And I'm also of Haitian descent. And one of the reasons why I'm very vocal in this, and similar to her, back in 2021, when the issue was happening with the Haitian people underneath the bridge in Texas, I had, as a psychologist, I ran to the Black Psychologists Association. I told them what was going on, that we needed to help, and they helped. And when it finished, then one of our members, as this forum was started, she called me. She said, "Marie, do you know what's happening at the UN? There's a forum of people of African descent who are started, and I think you should be there." Because when I entered the meeting, everybody was talking about Haiti, Haiti, Haiti. I'm like, well, they're Haitian. They're like, they're not here. And they had to meet in Geneva. And I'm like, so the Haitian needs to speak for themselves. They're like, well, if you want the Haitian to speak for themselves, you're going to have to be the one that speak up. I don't do public speaking, as you guys can see. I don't like doing it. So, but I knew it was important, so I had to get up and do it. And since then, Haiti has always been the center, as everybody's aware, because of Haitian history, which is, to me, is global African history. And I don't call it Haiti, I call it the Black Republic. And that's why Haiti's been punished, because we were supposed to be the Black Republic. And we have not achieved that. Until we achieve that, to me, our ancestors not resting. And we, as the global Black people, we owe that to Haiti to make the Black Republic become a reality. And I'm calling on everybody to help make that a reality at whatever level or capacity that you can. So thank you thank you so much. And I hope to be with you more and more often. Thank you. And thank you, Frances, for having this opportunity.
Thank you so much as well, Dr. Lemmy. The journey continues. The journey continues. So I would like to kindly ask for Miss Lena Martinez to step forward again to be able to help to acknowledge those of us who are only Spanish speakers. And we have a couple of individuals here who are supposed to speak, including Mr. Roy Guevara Arzu. And if you can please acknowledge him, he is on the grounds in Honduras right now, working on the front lines with the issues that are going on there. So we would like to acknowledge him.
Señor Roy Guevara Arzú, bienvenido a la plataforma que estamos compartiendo en esta hora. Y
Muchísimas gracias.
quisiéramos pues que nos compartiera, que nos diera sus palabras y yo voy a intentar traducirle, ¿le parece?
Desde luego que sí. Mi abrazo, hermana Liz.
Muchas gracias. Puede comenzar y yo puedo ir pausando para que él pueda traducir.
Igualmente.
No le escucho. No le escucho su voz.
Hermanos y hermanas conocidas.
I think he has a bad connection.
Conocido como poder. Okay.
Creo que la conexión no está. Okay. No le escuchamos, hermano Roy.
En principio, celebrando esta reunión tan importante para nosotros, orientada, pues, no escucha.
Estoy escuchando, ahora sí ya la escucho un poco más.
Sí, la conexión en la zona, pero un poco acá. Ok.
Muy bien.
¿Ahora?
Ahora sí.
Ok.
Gracias.
Bien. Celebrando pues esta reunión tan importante, orientada pues a que la nación garífuna se incorpore
No la escucho, se va la
a
voz.
todas estas luchas en el marco de las Naciones Unidas, reunir esos liderazgos que contribuyan a fortalecer desde luego el reconocimiento como qué pena,
What we can do is come back to him because the connection is
la
not
realidad.
well. If you could let him know, please.
Roy, no se escucha su voz, pero escuché lo que usted dijo sobre que celebramos esta reunión y la incorporación de la Nación Garífuna, ¿verdad? A las Naciones Unidas. Vamos a regresar si su red mejora porque no le escuchamos bien. In the short sentences that he was able to share with us, he said that we celebrate this meeting and we celebrate that the Garifuna people have been incorporated into the United Nations with their voices and their people.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Roy. We do appreciate you for being here. One of the things that I would like to acknowledge is all of the individuals who have taken the time out to be here, whether or not they are, understanding what is truly taking place. As you can see, we come from different walks of life, different backgrounds. We have different means of technology and ways of communication. I think one of the things that is important is that in these spaces, especially on the United Nations platform, one of the things that I have learned is that patience is key. Listening with the heart, understanding that that all of us are capable of delivering the message that is being asked for us to deliver. Regardless of whether we hear Mr. Roy Arzu speaking right now, his message will still be delivered in one shape or form. So I do appreciate all of you for understanding that we are coming from different places with our messages. So thank you for your patience and kindness. What I would like to do next, because I think we have gotten through the main individuals who I'm sorry, I have not called on Dr. Kevin Hales. I would like to extend an invitation to you to be able to step forward and say a few words to us as well. Thank you.
Thank you, dear princess. I greet each of you on this our historic day in the spirit of African and Indigenous love, unity, and respect. I will not be long, however, I will be strong. It is such an honor to be here today as a distinguished guest observer for this much needed critical event. I would first like to offer a sincere thank you to the United Nations and the Garifuna and Indigenous Forum for collective leadership. The incredible level of dedication and seriousness demonstrated by our princess and Queen Mother Sideroff to this cause is quite frankly unparalleled. I too have long championed the importance of learning, preserving, and sharing information regarding the heritage of African and Indigenous people, in particular the Garifuna in my case. I am someone who believes in the power of positive leadership. This includes advocating for the youth as they take up leadership positions across any society. And our princess is showing us today exactly how that's done, best done. As both a communication scholar and Africologist, I've been privileged to spend time in Garifuna communities, on St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in Honduras and Belize, and even in southern Mexico. African and Afro-Indigenous historical research has been my life for the better part of 2 decades. This, my dear people, my dear brothers and sisters, is, as the great scholar and my former JEGNA mentor, Dr. John Hope Franklin, once told me, the good work. Let us continue to build connections, advocate for the beautiful ones who have indeed been born, as well as preserve our sacred and credible past as African and Indigenous peoples, wherever we are found in the world. I thank you again for your time and attention, dear family. Be blessed.
We appreciate you, Dr. Kevin. Thank you so much for joining us. I think that, okay, so next I would like to ask if either Miss Ingrid Gamboa or Miss Mirta Colon can speak. Are either one of you available to say a few words?
Bueno, voy a hablar en
prim-
español.
Muy bien.
De nada, que pensaré, me lo hago, misura. Hermana Lina, ¿usted me va a apoyar con la traducción? Disculpe,
Sí,
para
mi
avanzar.
reina, sí, claro que sí, con
Ah,
mucho gusto.
ok, muy bien. Entonces yo decía, bueno, chica sereme, lo hago a mí se lo jone, lo dásile.
She gives thanks for this invitation and to take part of this important meeting, and also our challenges and our calling.
Ok, muchísimas gracias. En la invitación se me solicitó dar algunas reflexiones sobre el liderazgo de las mujeres garífunas y la resiliencia, ¿verdad? Cómo sostenemos el acceso a la salud desde nuestra cosmovisión.
She would like to share
Entonces,
with us about the women who are working in the health area and how women's health is so important, and that is, she's going to give us a few reflections about women and their health.
quiero resaltar que el pueblo garífuna tiene su propio sistema de salud.
Garinagu people have their own health system.
Este propio sistema de salud recaía en las comadronas, en los sobadores o en las sobadoras, en el buye, que es el guía espiritual de nuestros pueblos, y otros actores que también conjugaba para poder atender, dar atención a la salud en nuestras comunidades.
In the community, we had the Garifuna people that would do their health interventions in their own way, in our own way. And one of it has to do with like if you needed to be massaged, like for before birth or after an injury. Then they would also make all type of medicines with our herbs. And we had that knowledge, that health knowledge that was used in our community. And we got all the benefit of it.
Y ese sistema de salud era muy funcional porque, de acuerdo a la historia de las epidemias y de las pandemias en nuestros países, diezmaban otras poblaciones, más el pueblo garífuna sobrevivió también a esas pandemias, ¿verdad? Y esta última pandemia de COVID, en las comunidades indígenas, en la comunidad garífuna, también pues la tasa de mortalidad y el ataque fue mínima, precisamente porque acudimos a esas medicinas, a esas prácticas ancestrales, que es por una forma también de la resistencia de la descolonización de la salud.
So according to Ingrid, our health system is quite functional. Even during the pandemic, we applied all of our Garifuna health knowledge. And when COVID hit, I was very little population that passed away. Why? Because we were able to apply all that knowledge during that time within the indigenous and the Garifuna people's communities.
Pero hace unos menos de 150 años o menos de 100 años, el sistema occidental o la colonización de la salud llegó a nuestras comunidades, pero nuestra permanencia en las comunidades tiene más de 200 años. ¿Y qué significa que haya llegado la colonización de la salud a nuestras comunidades? Entonces ya se fundaron o ya se inauguraron centros de salud, puestos de salud, que no está mal, ¿verdad? Entonces, pero ¿qué es lo que pasó con esto? Que empezó a desplazarse, a invisibilizar la potencia, la capacidad de la atención de la salud desde la cosmovisión de los pueblos indígenas. Y ahí es donde viene la resistencia, porque en la comunidad garífuna de Livingston todavía continuamos visitando a nuestras comadronas, todavía seguimos visitando a nuestros buyes para hacer las consultas para mejorar nuestra condición de salud.
Yes, she said that around 100 years ago, modern health system came in and they changed a lot of things for us in our communities, and we kind of got used to it. She says that is not bad at all. Yet we have been present in our Garifuna land for over 200 years, which means that our health system was in place before. With the arrival of the modern health system, we could say, we became quite invisible. We used less of our knowledge. But with the presence of the Buye and the presence of those who are still doing that type of work in our community, we still go to them. And she reflected exactly like in Guatemala. They're still having babies with the comadrona, right? They're still going to the Buye for giving advice and for medicine.
Para cerrar, quiero hacer un llamado en el marco del Día de los Pueblos Indígenas, que no permitamos que continúe la colonización de la salud de nuestros pueblos. Tenemos que regresar, devolvernos para poder hacer esas prácticas que son saludables y que en realidad funcionan, han funcionado y seguirán funcionando para esta y las futuras generaciones. Una vez más, muchísimas gracias por la invitación y por la participación.
And she said lastly that we should all be aware of going back to practice our health system because it's beneficial for all of us and it's the knowledge that we already have and also it's a gift to us. So she wants to thank you for the opportunity to be able to speak to us this morning. Muchas gracias, querida Ingrid.
Igual, hermana, un abrazo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for Ms. Gamboa for all of your words. Um, I think that that what you're saying is correct, that we have to remember basically where our roots are, and going back to those roots, those indigenous practices, to be able to receive a lot of our help, you know. One of the ancestral messages that came through a couple of weeks ago was that somehow or another we seem to refuse to want to acknowledge those practices that we were given, and you know, we're causing some of the chaos for ourselves, you know, by not acknowledging what has been instilled in us, you know. And like she said, that those things are still being you know, practiced. We're still practicing. So so we want to make sure that is being acknowledged deeply. Is Miss Martha? Oh, you can go ahead, Miss Nina.
I would like to translate to Ingrid.
Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Ingrid, la princesa Eulogia ha dicho de que ciertamente hemos recibido ese mensaje de nuestros ancestros, ¿verdad? Que debemos reconocer ese conocimiento que nos ha sido dado para poder aplicarlo en este tiempo. Y es muy importante. Ella agradece mucho tus palabras y el recordatorio que nos has hecho esta mañana. Muchas gracias, Ingrid.
Thank you so much, Miss Nina. We would like to acknowledge Miss Martha Colon for her to be able to say a few words, please.
Good morning. First, I want to thank you, Princess, for the invitation to this forum. I just want to mention the existence of the Central American Black Organization, even though that not only Garifuna people are involved in that process, but we as a Garifuna are funders of the process in Central America, where we have organizations from Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Belize, and now also from El Salvador. And we are the counterpart here from the US. We, as a Central American Black organization, we have also been involved in all of the process of the UN in the conferences, post and pre and post of the conferences on discrimination and racism. And we continue to also to be involved up to now on that. So I just want to mention that we are available if you need our assistance in any of that. We are also have been involved with the Organization of American States, particularly when we have those issues right now in Honduras. The land issue has been a big issue in Honduras, not only in Honduras, but mostly in Honduras with our community. We here in the US, also we trying also to preserve the culture by working with our teenagers on that, working with the community, making sure that we will not lose the language. Also, we work on that. We're trying to prepare young generation, young people, because we know that we're not going to be there forever, that we're not going to be there. So we need to prepare the young generation so that they could continue with the struggle. But there have been a lot of people involved in this process, and that's why we are here today, because, and we want to acknowledge their presence from Belize. We have a lot of people, Mr. Agustin Flores, from Belize, Roy Cayetano, a lot of people, as well as from Honduras, Cecilio Alvarez Gasildo, and other Black people from the region that they have been also involved in making sure that we are seeing and that our rights are respected. And many work has been done and continue to be done up to now. So thank you very much for letting me be with you this morning.
Thank you very much, Ms. Berta Colon. We do appreciate you for being here. One of the things that I would like to share about what you said is that as stated in the beginning, many are called, few are chosen, right? If you were invited into this space, it was because you were meant to be here. Everyone did not receive an invitation. This was not an open invitation. This was select few individuals that it felt more of an ancestral guidance, how the invitations actually were distributed. So, so we welcome you wholeheartedly and as an invitation to continue to do the work together in unity. We do appreciate you once again for being here. As you stated, in regards to the youth, that is very important. You know, I have had the privilege of being on the youth subcommittee for the International Civil Society Working Group for the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent at the UN for the past few years. And so it has been an interesting witness to see how much of a voice our youth truly have. Although I'm 36 years old, my mentors have actually been the ones to say, you know, and this is directly from the chair, you know, co-chairs, is to acknowledge and keep that youth until you're 40 years old, to be able to remain a youth within the system, considering the fact that we are behind in certain ways when it comes down to where we are with how our voices have been utilized in these platforms. So I continue to do my work as a youth until I'm 40 years old. I will pass the baton over. Thank you. Okay, so in the spirit of youth, I would like to pass the mic over to Ivani Velasquez. He is a Garifuna representative in the United Kingdom. Ivani, if you are available, if you can please unmute yourself. And Miss Lena, I probably will need your assistance as Ivani speaks Spanish. Please. Thank you.
Muy buenos días a todos. Me llamo Ivani Velázquez. I'm from Honduras. Soy de Honduras. Vivo en United Kingdom. Dame un segundo. ¿Me escucha bien?
Te escuchamos, Ivani, te escuchamos.
Vivo en Reino Unido. Formo parte de una organización Garifuna Community UK. Tengo 28 años y defiendo mucho lo que es la identidad garifuna, ya que como joven es una preocupación para mí que la mayoría de los jóvenes tenemos problemas con nuestra identidad como garifuna, por los diversos tipos de cultura que estamos viviendo hoy en día, por la inmigración que estamos viviendo hoy en día y estamos teniendo problemas con nuestra identidad.
Muy bien, voy a traducir un ratito mientras tú continúas, ¿sí?
Okay.
Ivani lives in the United Kingdom. He's 28 years old. He said that he's part of a Garifuna organization there. His main concern is about the Garifuna youth related to immigration and the new way of movement from one country to another. So he's highly concerned about our youth. Continúa, Ivani.
Ivani, if you could please unmute yourself. Thank you.
Sí, cuando recibí la invitación por parte de la princesa, me sentí orgulloso de mí mismo por haber tomado, por haber sido elegido a formar parte de ese foro. Y a mí me gustaría que eso continuara, que ese comienzo sería un comienzo para poder impulsar a los jóvenes a poder reforzar nuestra identidad como garífuna y como pueblo indígena.
And he referred that he felt so much pride when he received the invitation to be part of this call in this meeting, because one of his desires is to really help the youth, to really impact the youth and be able to be an answer to them. So he's happy that Princess, that you called him, and he is, like he said, very pleased to be part of the youth who will work with more youth throughout the Garifuna Nation.
Muchas gracias por todo y feliz día, bendiciones.
Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ivani. We appreciate you for being here. And we're looking forward to continuing the work with you as well. What I would like,
Ivani.
oh, sorry.
Muchas gracias, Ivani. Queremos que seas parte de esto y que sigamos trabajando juntos.
Okay, so thank you everyone once again for being here. We are starting to wind down for closing as we are now past the hour by a few minutes. So once again, I would like to thank everyone for being here. The next few minutes, let me see, I have Mr. Bill Flores entering. And so what I would like to do is to take a couple of seconds to acknowledge my co-founders of this platform. So we have Queen Mother Chief Frida Paulino Sidorov, who is the co-founder and traditional cultural authority, as well as the Garifuna Indigenous and for people of collective leadership, the co-founder and traditional cultural authority for the Garifuna and Indigenous Forum for Collective Leadership. She is the founder and CEO of the Garifuna International Indigenous Film Festival and the leader of the Yurume Royal Delegation. We have Dr. Jacqueline Roberts, who is the founding strategic advisor and cultural policy contributor for this forum, the Garifuna and Indigenous Forum for Collective Leadership, the chief executive and co-founder of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Second Generation. We do appreciate you both. I would like to acknowledge Bill Flores. Mr. Bill Flores, it is important for us to be able to hear your voice as you represent Dangriga Belize, as well as the Garinagu who migrated from Belize to the US. If you can please just take at least 2 minutes, just 2 minutes to be able to say a few words of encouragement, anything to be able to acknowledge us. Thank you.
Rita Benafi. Good morning to all, and sorry for tuning in late. But that doesn't the time I tune in does not reflect how I feel about this organization and this group and the goal of this group, because it is important that we flex our muscles, especially today and now, because of what's happening to our brothers and sisters in Honduras as we speak. We've been killed, we've been removed from the land, and all these attempts are continued to be made, and now it's becoming more consistent. Our fighting for land is our struggle just about all the countries where we live. And that means from Urume to Honduras to Guatemala, Belize, and Nicaragua. Our lands are still in jeopardy and this is our primary focus. We from the Garifuna Museum are in the process of writing letters to the Honduran government, asking about what's going on and see what their justification is. And we're also planning to picket the Honduran embassy here in LA. That's on Wilshire Boulevard. So I thank you for allowing me to at least address this group. Sereme.
Thank you, Mr. Bill. We appreciate you for being here. I see that we have Calvin Williams from the Garifuna Museum of Los Angeles joining us as well. Let's see, I'm trying to see if do we have Ambassador Ackley here? Yes,
Hey, good morning. Greetings.
Greetings, Ambassador Ackley. Do you mind saying a few words on behalf of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, please?
First of all, good morning to everyone. It's a definite honor to be in this conversation and to be asked to share words. More than anything else, the thing I would like to advocate for is a deeper understanding of what it means to be Indigenous in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Oftentimes, even though the work of this group and a lot of people in this room and people across the Garifuna diaspora have contributed significantly to in a kind of a way reinvigorating the Indigenous connection in St. Vincent. I have to point out something which I think is a challenge that we now currently face, which is the narrative of the Indigenous heritage of St. Vincent is starting to feel a little bit limited to the narrative of the Garifuna experience. And as a newly, if you want to say, installed director of the National Trust, I am in a sort of a way a representative of a collection of artifacts and knowledge that goes back about 5,000 years. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have over 5,000 years of indigenous heritage. It doesn't just start with the Garifuna. It doesn't just start with the Kalinago. The evidence is in the first floor of the Carnegie building in Kingston, where there's an exhibit of the things we've found over the years. And I just think in the messaging and in the passion that we have, there's a slight if you want to say, misconsideration of what it means to be Indigenous. And I just want to just to advocate for the acknowledgement of the full spectrum of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Indigenous heritage. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ambassador Ackley. We do appreciate you for being here. So before we close out completely, I would like to ask for anyone who has any questions, concerns, or comments, please feel free to use the chat, the chat in order to be able to place anything in there, whether it's words of encouragement, whether it's anything. That way, we're not going to use any more time to acknowledge it here, vocally, but we will definitely be able to use it for, moving forward. So you can go ahead and just enter it into the chat. And I would like to give the floor to Olobodun Olowesi, Sandra, Queen of Kuta in Nigeria. Please, Queen, if you can please come forward to be able to give us some words as we close out. Thank you all. Once again, we are the Garifuna and Indigenous Forum for Collective Leadership at the United Nations International Civil Society Working Group for the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent. We thank you so, so much for being here and spending the time with us as we acknowledge the United Nations International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples. To all of our guests, distinguished, everyone, you all are so, so, so honored and welcomed and truly, truly appreciated. This means so much to us, and thank you once again. I am Princess Elosia, and I am closing out with our queen. Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are hearing me from. Greetings from the throne of Olo'okuta, and I apologize for his unavailable absence in this meeting. I want to appreciate Princess for giving me an invitation to be here. Sorry, I'm talking from Africa. So here in Africa, we are in the afternoon. So I'll be saying afternoon. So when I'm saying afternoon, you know why I'm saying afternoon. So it is my great honor and pleasure to welcome you all once again to this conference. And today we come together as a global community to recognize and celebrate the rich culture, heritage, knowledge, and contribution of indigenous people across the world. This occasion also reminds me of our sharing responsibility to respect indigenous rights, preserve cultural heritage, and ensure that indigenous voice are heard and valued. I am a monarch wife from Nigeria, Africa, and I am a custodian of culture and heritage and tradition. I'm delighted to be here this afternoon with you. And I want to appreciate everybody here. I want to appreciate my princess, and I want to appreciate my friend, Queen Mother Frida. She's my very good friend, and I have a foundation here in Nigeria, and is one of our supporters, and she has been supporting me here in Nigeria with the foundation where we cater for youth, where we empower youth. I want to thank him. And once again, I want to say thank you, and I pray that next year when you're having this program, we'll all come together once again to celebrate together. Thank you so much. I love you from Africa. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen. We appreciate you. And once again, anyone who is listening, we do appreciate you all for being here. Truly, truly, truly. Thank you.
Recording stopped.
No diba ariga warige ita yame Napoli ita ya me Africa ita yame Napoli ita ya me Africa. Oh Africa, hey Africa, hagu chagari nago, hey Africa, oh Africa, hayuna buritio. Africa, hago chacarinago, Africa, oh Africa, hay una buriquillo, capa ariaganu, hoy capa ariaganu, hoy mama africana, oh hey Africa, oh Africa, hago chacarinago. Africa, hay una buriquillo, caba ariagano, hay caba ariagano, hay mama africana, oh hey Africa, oh Africa, hago chacarinago, hey Africa.
Thank you, everyone. Ayo.